As the saying goes, first impressions are the most lasting. It is applicable for job interviews as well. So how do you make a positive first impression on the recruiter? Well, that can be done with the help of a well-prepared self-introduction. Today, we bring you this informative video on how to introduce yourself. We will give you an outline of how to get going with a smart self-introduction. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from Simply Learn. It is essential to know the do's and don'ts while introducing yourself in an interview, as your self-introduction decides how your interview will proceed. There are chances that a poor first impression can wreck your job opportunity. Before heading to the outline that we have for you, let us understand what the interviewer wishes to see in your self-introduction. Remember, no recruiter is interested in knowing about your personal life. Hence, keep the answer strictly professional. In a nutshell, through your self-introduction, the interviewer tries to understand if you are a good fit for the job and for the company. In addition to this, your experience, your confidence, communication, and social skills are also highlighted. Your self-introduction plays an important role in how the interviewer perceives you as a candidate. You might wonder why a self-introduction is necessary when the interviewer has your resume. It is necessary as recruiters would like to directly hear you talk about yourself and see how well you present yourself. On that note, if you want to have the best resume, check out this video here on resume tips. So if you are asked to introduce yourself or talk about something about yourself, or asked to walk the recruiter through your resume, here is an outline of how you should frame your answer. 1. Start your introduction with a greeting, following which you can also choose to thank the interviewer for the opportunity given to you. The first part of your self-introduction should be about who you are. You can say, "My name is Josh," or "I am Linda," if the interviewer hasn't taken your name already. You can then mention the name of the place of your residence. 2. Without elaborating more, move on to talking about your educational background if you are a fresher. Mention the name of your educational institution and the degrees you hold. If your CGPA is really good, you can state it. Otherwise, it is fine to refrain from talking about your scores. You can also briefly mention the project you have done and try to relate it to the job that you are applying for. On the other hand, if you are an experienced professional, start by speaking about your current or latest job role. Mention the name of the company, your designation, and your tenure. You could also list the key responsibilities you carry out and provide a snapshot of your work. Feel free to mention any work accomplishments you have gained that is not on your resume. However, these achievements should hold some proof. It is imperative that you sound enthusiastic, not simply boastful. If possible, you can use adjectives like team player, problem solver, creative, and so on. Remember to keep it short and crisp. On that note, what are some of your work accomplishments? Let us know in the comments and stand a chance to win an Amazon gift voucher. Moving on, you are free to speak a line or two about your hobbies and passions. If you are a fresher, you could also mention the co-curricular activities you have carried out. This section can accentuate your personality on the whole. Finally, the last part of our outline is the closing statement. This is something very crucial which candidates often miss out on. Here you must concisely explain why you're applying for this job and how you feel it aligns with your future goals. You could speak about how fascinating the company is and that you are ready for a challenging assignment and connect it to the job description. Here, you can also mention the core skills or certifications you possess and how you can apply it in this job. Listening to this section, the interviewer should feel that you will be an asset to the company. Finally, you can conclude your self-introduction by saying, "That's all about me, thank you." So those were the points to keep in mind while framing your answer. Customize your answer based on your educational background, achievements, work experience. It is advisable to jot down the key points and practice before your next interview. This way, you will be stress-free when you give a self-introduction on the day of the interview. However, do not recite your answer like a robot. Instead, while introducing yourself, be comfortable, at ease, and have a natural conversational tone. It is okay to make small grammatical errors when speaking, as mistakes do happen, but make sure to be confident and maintain eye contact with the interviewer. Self-introduction should be brief, and ideally it shouldn't go longer than a minute. So the next time you're asked to introduce yourself in an interview, you know how to ace it. Following these tips will help you create a good first impression. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope these tips were helpful, and we wish you all the very best. Thank you for watching the video, and stay tuned for more.